Diet pop.
Hello, this is this week's episode of Needs Improvement with me, Andrew Konarski. Now, something that has entered my life here, actually has been a problem in my life for a little while now. Actually, quite a while, tell you the truth. Diet soda. It sounds like a great invention in retrospect. In retrospect. Pop without all the calories. Oh my God, I could just drink this all the time. I don't need water. I can just have pop. No. As some of you may have already heard, aspartame causes cancer. And sugar, well, lots of it, causes diabetes. Now, I would rather have diabetes, to tell you the truth, than cancer. This is just me. Cancer, no. It's an awful thing. Awful thing. But see, now that's the also other problematic thing of being a diabetic. You have to drink sugar-free pop, which means it has aspartame. Now, what's happening here? You're eating diabetes and cancer? This doesn't seem fair. The pharmaceuticals just might be making millions of dollars off this stuff. It's an endless cycle. This one guy I heard, he loved ho-hos. He just utterly loved them. He ate so much of them, he got diabetes. Now one day, he went to Google. He Googled ho-hos. Now, what he learned is that little white, creamy filling, good tasting filling inside a ho-ho is equal to 9 cups of sugar. That stuff turns your blood into fruit punch. Literally. And this guy, he went farther down the page. The same company that made the ho-hos also makes him the insulin to take for being a diabetic. Now, I don't know about you, but that seems to tie in awfully well. To such a point. Really? Come on. You're making people sick so you can get more money off them from making them sick? And also, this is just going to be completely random. I'm feeling lucky on Google makes you feel like the most unluckiest person in the world. Now, a recent experience in my life has proven this. And also in Dalton's life, and probably Tanner's and Danny's too. If you are a sane man, do not press "I'm feeling lucky." Okay, anyways, this has been this week's episode of Needs Improvement with me, Andrew Konarski.
Are you filming me?
Now we're going to a special story, inside the world of foosball. Today we're talking about foosball. And did you know that Frank Maddock in 2009-2010 spent $1,526 on foosball?
That's a lot of quarters.
Yeah, I know. That's an average game lasts 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Well, then that would add up to being about 239 some hours a year.
Don't pretend you're doing the math in your head. You've got it wrote down.
Oh. How much time do you usually spend doing homework a week?
None.
None?
0. Between 17 and 34 hours.
All right, back to us in the studio.
Quick mental math in Levi's head. It added up to, what was it? How many games a year?
I think it was 3,056 games a year.
Holy crap.
That's a few.
That is a lot of games of foosball.
That's 50 cents each.
Yikes.
How much time a week do you spend on homework? None.
20 minutes.
This has been Food for Thought.
I just think that just a test run is that storyboarding is laying out the way the interview or the segment or whichever you're doing is going to look. You lay it out on a piece of paper using pictures.
After we get all the footage off the cameras, we put it on the computer so we can cut and edit everything.
Now it's all out and you know!
Iron Man 2 came out on DVD last week. This movie stars Robert Downey Jr.,
Don Cheadle,
Gwyneth Paltrow,
Mickey Rourke,
Scarlett Johansson,
and
Samuel L. Jackson.
yeah, that guy. I forgot him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no offense to him. Danny's very forgetful. Anyways, personally, I know I went and saw this movie the day it was released.
I was there, Tanner.
Yeah, I know, but I was paying more attention to the screen. And then it came out on DVD last week, and I bought it again and watched it, and it got just as good the second time you see it. I recommend if you're between the ages of 8 and dead, buy this movie. You will enjoy it.
It has 100 times more explosions than the last one.
Yeah, so it's a better movie all in all.
I really liked Mickey Rourke's portrayal of the villain. It was a much stronger. He was a much stronger character than the last villain.
I'm just happy Mickey Rourke finally got a job.
Man, that guy is ugly.
Okay, but that makes him perfect to play Whiplash, the villain in this movie.
Yeah, true.
And there's also the part of
Tony Stark falling to pieces.
yeah, his descent to alcoholism.
Well, that's because he was dying.
Yeah, true. And then there's also the departure of the last guy to play Rhodey and the
Don Cheadle.
The arrival of Don Cheadle, who I think played an excellent performance.
Yeah, I agree. I like his portrayal of War Machine.
Yeah,
I'm not good with names.
Yeah. Who needs to be? It was explosions every 5 minutes.
Okay, well, personally, my favorite part was Scarlett Johansson destroying in her black leather outfit.
We all know you have that scene DVR, Danny. But before you have to
Tanner.
But before you have to leave for a moment, can we talk about the other 2.5 hours of this movie?
Well, I really enjoyed the final fight scene. It was great. I recommend buying the movie just to watch that final fight scene.
And I always like how, even though this is a serious action movie, they always seem to fit in that little bit of comedy, like parts of Tony Stark's descent to alcoholism, or
his fight with Don Cheadle in the bar.
Yeah, that was good.
And what was actually really quite interesting was the references to other movies they're going to make, like The Avengers, Captain America, and Thor.
Yeah, because they brought in Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury just to talk about that.
And Scarlett Johansson playing Black Widow will be in the Avengers movie.
Yeah, and we all know that you have an obsession with Scarlett Johansson in the tight black leather.
I tried to cut it down this time, Tanner.
Okay, that's fine. Anyways, final thoughts?
I definitely recommend buying it.
Yeah. So we're in agreement. Buy this DVD. And that's this week's edition of FMHS News. I'm Tyler Smith.
And I'm Elizabeth Klingenberg.